Everything that viewers see day to day happens right here in the studio, from weather to breaking news, things to keep you engaged and informed about what's happening in your community. But a lot of the magic actually starts right here in the newsroom, and that is why for National News Literacy Week, we break down how a story is created before it hits your screen.
The day begins with what we call an editorial meeting, which is where the entire news team, including producers, managers, reporters, and others come together to lay out the game plan for the day.
There's also the diesel ban story that I set up.
Multimedia Journalists, or MMJs, pitch story ideas for management to analyze, critique, and really see the why behind our story for it to be approved.
First off, I'm looking for relevance to the community. Why do I need to know this? Are you my top story of the day? Why is it the top story? Is this the most important thing I need to see tonight? That's the first judgment.
Executive producer Kennedy Thomas is one of the people who oversees our story from start to finish. He says a part of the approval process includes identifying our sources. Those are the people we interview for the day to ensure the information we share with the public is credible.
You need people looking over what you're doing who have experience, who have that knowledge, because it's not just about you educating the public. We're educating reporters. We're training them to move on to their future.
After discussing the elements of our story and getting the green light from our directors and producers, we then begin the process of contacting our sources to set up an interview time. Once that interview time and location are set, we pack up our gear and head out to our shoot. Oftentimes as MMJs, we are partnered with photojournalists to help us shoot our interviews, which then give us the chance to work in the car. Upon arrival, we set up our gear and begin the interview.
Tell me first a little bit about the history of your company and how you took it over.
And once the interview is done, we capture different video shots to help tell the story. At the side of our interviews, reporters may also shoot stand-ups, which tend to be at the beginning and end of the story. All of this is done before heading back to the news station to begin writing our scripts for our managers to read through, critique, and approve.
With any form of professional writing, not even just journalism, but it's always important to get another pair of eyes on something. I'm going to catch things that the reporter is going to miss, and I mean, if we have the opportunity, even have other people look at it, because I miss stuff too. But just professional writing in general, you need to do that.
Throughout the script's editing process, Thomas shares certain things that he looks for to either implement or remove from our script before we can move forward.
My first run through, I'm going through, does this make sense grammatically? Is it clear and concise? Is it using more conversational tone, because we are television, we're not a newspaper. So it's important that the information that's being delivered is easily understandable quickly by the viewers. So it's a lot of slight tweaks to make things just simpler. To see if I have another question for you. I haven't read that far yet.
Having our scripts read and approved by management is vital, as they can fact-check not only our grammar, but sources, and ensure our story is easily understood by our viewers. Once the script is approved by a manager, we then head to what we call the tracking booth. It is a room where we audio record our voice reading the script.
It has helped the environment,
Which then leads us to the editing process of the story, the time where we edit all of our footage, interviews, and stand-ups that were recorded earlier in the day to put it all together and upload for the show.
Again, none of these would be made possible without the second eye from management, going over story pitches, sources, and scripts. These elements are what set us apart as journalists and reinforces the importance of credible journalism. In Bakersfield, I'm Brianna Polk, 23 ABC News, connecting you.